remember?
Yes.
The Caroni Police Youth Club has been working very hard with you all. To make you all what? What they working hard with you all to do? To make you all better. Give this young girl a round of applause. To make you all better. Alright? To make you all confident. To make you all disciplined. To make you all hardworking. To make you all ambitious. So give the leaders of the Caroni Police Youth Club a round of applause, please. Right, so anybody leaders here?
Yes.
And you all were successful? I hear no response. You all were successful?
Yes.
Come on. The training you all have gotten, they expect a better answer than that. You all have been? No. Don't disappoint your leaders. Let me hear you all. You all have been?
Successful.
Alright, you must have confidence, right? So, as young people, some basic facts about emancipation. If you want to take a note, you can try to remember, right? The first country in the world that declared Emancipation Day as a public holiday was Trinidad and Tobago. You all ever knew that before? But they do it this morning. The first country in the world to declare Emancipation Day, the 1st of August, as a public holiday, Trinidad and Tobago. When did that happen? Anybody knows? Come on, you have some girls here, don't know, you know. When did that happen? Yeah? No, when it was declared a public holiday in Trinidad and Tobago. We'll come to that just now. Alright? Common adults, common leaders of the club. You can remember? Right, so after that day, don't forget. Alright? The 1st of August 1985 was the first time that emancipation was celebrated as a public holiday in Trinidad and the world. Right? Good? So remember, the first country that declared Emancipation Day as a public holiday was? And it was first celebrated on 1st of August 1985. So this is something that you learn that I do not want you to forget forever. Right? Remember it all the time. Good? Now the training that you are getting through the Caroni Police Youth Club is to make you emancipated persons. Right? It's to make you stand up wherever you may be and express yourself.
Yeah.
To behave in a way that people will feel proud of you. Your parents, your friends, and strangers will feel proud of you. Alright? Are you all throwing a gun? Amen.
Yes.
Come on, the man, let's say that again. Are you all throwing a gun?
Yes.
Are you all blessed?
Yes.
Right. So let me read a poem from a book called Blessing. Right? Because we want you all to get some blessings now and all the time. You can't put too much blessings, right? No problem. Blessings, right? It reads as follows. Are you blessed?
Yes.
Alright. Maybe, sometime, always. Do you honor the master?
Yes.
Very good. Are you aware of all that he has done for you?
Yes.
Alright. You seem so confused that you do not have time to muse. Did you know, my friend, that your birth was a blessing?
Yes.
Alright. Your youth, another blessing.
Yes.
Your development, a blessing too. Yes, man, yes. Your journey to destiny, blessing also.
Yes.
Right, what is Calypsonians, you know? Are you still complaining?
No.
Very good. Pause, my friend, and make use of your many blessings as time passes by. Count your blessings, and this is from the hymn. Name them one by one, and be thankful for what the Lord has done. You all like that?
Yes.
If you feel blessed, give yourself a round of applause. What the poem is trying to tell you and do them fast. Because if you do not do your homework assignments, what will happen? You'll get in trouble. Right? You'll fall back in your work. Right? And you'll end up losing your lesson. Losing marks. You're serious with your marks. Right? And you all do not want to lose marks. So as emancipated children, you must make use of your lessons. Alright. So, what does emancipation mean to anyone here? I want you to participate. So, feel free and stand and tell me what does emancipation means to you. Whether you're a child or adult, feel free and stand and tell me what it means to you. Don't be afraid. Never be afraid to say what you have to say. Eh? Now remember, I'm a teacher, right? So don't let me call and say you, right? So I'll give you the chance to volunteer. Alright, stand up brave and tell us what emancipation means to you.
Freedom.
Freedom from what?
Freedom.
Freedom, alright? You're a brave boy, boy. You're a brave man. Freedom? Freedom from what? From slavery?
Yeah, slavery.
Alright. Give him a round of applause. Anybody else? What does emancipation mean to you? Don't get me. Don't only think about slavery. I want you to broaden your mind just about freedom from slavery. Because emancipation is a very broad concept. It's not just about the emancipation of African slaves. It is that, but it's much more than that. But it could have a particular meaning to you. Alright? This lady right in here, you look very studious. You're looking like a student in class. Tell me what emancipation means to you. Come on, your adults, stand brave and tell us.
Well, I always think emancipate something is mean that it's just something like freedom, and you can free up yourself to talk as you like.
Talk as you like, that's emancipation?
Well, that's what I think.
Well, I respect
I
your
never
view.
really go into the depths of
I respect your view, although I agree with it, but I respect it. Because even though you could talk, it doesn't mean you can say what you want. Most of people in Trinidad feel they can say what they want and do what they want. That's not emancipation. I did disagree.
Emancipation means to me breaking the chains of mental, spiritual, physical boundaries and being able to divulge that part of yourself for that freedom.
So very, I want you to feel at home. Right? So give her a round of applause first for what she said. Right? This lady also give her a round of applause. You spoke with a lot of confidence, right? And I like the confidence of your daughter. Right? You must become a new person. When you talk about emancipation, you must become a new person. Alright? Every day, you must be able to gauge some level of progress in your life. You can gauge progress daily, you know. For example, if you plan to do certain things and you did it, that is progress. Don't make it big and fancy and frustrate yourself. You plan to do A, B, and C, and you even do D2, but you even made more progress. So when you get your homework assignments and you did it, progress. When you wash the wares at home, progress. When you get a little rest, let me hear you. Progress. When you have a nice meal, plenty progress. Plenty progress. But you like food, right? Right. So the simple thing I'm saying to you, you must become a new person. You must make a greater effort to become better. When you look at the facts of the experience of the African slaves, many people can become bitter. But if you become bitter, it means that you're not emancipated. You must become better rather than bitter. However, the facts of the experience are very bitter. So we need to understand the facts. Alright? So a while ago, somebody mentioned 1838. What does 1838 mean? Somebody said 1838 just now. Tell us what is significance of 1838.
So it was basically, first it was 1834 when when slave children were first emancipated, and then 1838 African slaves were fully emancipated.
So give her a round of applause. Right, so let me just shed a little light on that, right? want to give you a perspective combined with some facts, right? So the bill, the Emancipation Bill, was proclaimed in 1833 and it became law in 1834, right? However, they had a 4-year apprenticeship period where the full freedom was attained only till then. Now you all remember the first Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago? What is his name? Derek Williams, right? Now he wrote a book that is called a seminal work, meaning it's so outstanding that it stands up even up to today, called Capitalism and Slavery. In that book, he argued that the so-called abolitionists who said that they made the law to free the slaves, they did that not because they liked the slaves or they cared about them, or it was no longer economically viable for them to continue with the trading of slaves and having them in slavery. So it wasn't a humanitarian decision why they proclaimed the bill and then the act that resulted in what they call emancipation of the slaves, but was really an economic decision because they were not making the kind of money that they were accustomed making. So the point I want to make to you, many of those who were slaves became slave leaders and fought for their freedom. Alright? In 1802, Haiti became the first black republic in the Western Hemisphere, and we had some outstanding leaders like Toussaint Louverture, Christopher Dessalines, and Henry Christophe. Alright? Now, they kind of inspired other leaders throughout the Caribbean archipelago to fight for their freedom. Alright? So, in Trinidad, we had a slave leader in the St. Joseph estate known as Macandal Dagas. In Tobago, we had one called Sandy. In Grenada, we had a leader called Julian Fedon. In Guyana, we had one called Comina and Kofi. In Jamaica, we had a fierce female warrior called Nani of Akopong, who was a maroon and an uncompromising leader. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here is that the people who they have told you in the history books were the abolitionists, such as William Wilberforce and Wesley Sharp. They were not. That was just because, as William argued in his book, that they couldn't make money again. They made these things law. But these leaders that I just mentioned to you, they fought and inspired those who were under the yoke of slavery to fight for this freedom. So, in truth and in fact, they were really the true emancipators who fought for the freedom that they really desired. And not so much the abolitionists they mentioned in the history textbooks who gave our ancestors freedom. Alright? So I just mentioned that to you that you could think about going forward. Alright? Now, a while ago, I told you that when you look at what happened, people were taken forcibly out of the African continent, placed on ships, and brought into the New World. Alright? They were packed like sardines and even tighter than that. Alright? Many died. Some so treasured their freedom that they decided they ain't going through that. They threw themselves overboard. Alright? Now some historians reported that as many as 38 to 42 million Africans were rooted out of the African continent, but only about 10 million arrived. What that tells you? If only 10 million arrive, and if it is correct that about 38 to 42 million were taken, the majority died. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. So those of us who exist today, we must be very thankful for those who survived and those who fought for their freedom. Because if they didn't do that, we would not have been here today. You hear the point I'm making? You must always treasure those who went before you. Your parents, if they're alive, if they're gone, grandparents, and all of your ancestors. Because of them, you are here today. Always pay honor and respect to those who walked before you, those who are responsible for you being here today. Right? So it's very important. Now emancipation, whilst it has direct significance to the African community, it concerns everyone. Let me make that point. If you are East Indian, if you are Caucasian and you believe in justice, you must be concerned about emancipation. Because the slave experience, according to some writers, was the most horrific experience that any group of people in life ever experienced. You hear that? So if you are freedom-loving people, if you are a freedom-loving person, and you believe in emancipation, no matter your ethnicity, you must ensure that no other human being must ever be subjected to the horrors of what the African people went through the transatlantic journey and slavery. So emancipation concerns, let me hear you, or everyone. Let me hear you. Emancipation concerns everyone. So don't believe if you are East Indian, it doesn't concern you. Do not believe if you are Caucasian, it doesn't concern you. It concerns all of humanity. Because there are a lot of things that are happening today in the world that if you are a freedom-loving person, you must be involved in this thing they call emancipation. You all follow the news? What is happening in Trinidad and Tobago today? Murder upon murder upon murder. Right. What is happening in the United States of America? Murder! Where you come from, boy? Murder! People just walking in malls, shooting on innocent people.
Yeah.
And if you are a human being with feeling, you must be concerned. But we visit the United States, eh? You never know what can happen. So you have to be concerned. And anything that you could do to prevent injustice, you must do. You follow? Mm-hmm. If somebody is bullying another student in school, tell me what some of the things they could do. That is the extreme. But you could do what? What you could do?
Teacher.
You could report to the
Principal.
Teacher, principal, dean. You follow? You might have a safety officer. You could inform somebody. Alright? You can also inform your parents what is happening. If you are being bullied, do not keep it to yourself. Inform your parents. You follow? And you will be involved in the process of emancipation because you do not like wrong. You do not like injustice. You like injustice, boy? Or you like to play it in Nintendo? You ain't like that, what you like? You ain't like nothing. But very true, he doesn't want to tell me. He likes something. Right? So, you have to understand that once there is wrong in the world, you are part of the emancipation process. Alright? If people are hungry, you should be concerned about that. When you're hungry, how you feel, right? You feel nice?
No.
And your belly just make all kind of music? All kind of music your belly just make. And that's not a nice feeling. Right. So if you could do something to feed the poor, you will be contributing to emancipating someone, emancipating a family. Anything you could do to help somebody else is part of what we call emancipation. So what I'm doing here is showing you another perspective how to look at emancipation. Right? If you're sleeping whole day, well, you want to stay in slavery. Right? If you're getting too fat, you ain't like yourself. I'm not against fat people, but don't get too fat. Don't eat KFC alone. I know you don't like KFC too bad, but don't eat KFC alone, right? They taught you all in school about the six food groups. You have to try to eat from the 6 food groups. If you really believe in emancipation, do not eat KFC alone. Eat from the 6. Right. And that will be walking the path of emancipation because you're trying to become what? Better. Do you all exercise? Well, if you believe in emancipation, start to exercise. Because you're going to feel better, you will sleep better, and you will study better. Alright? So start an exercise program. So I'm telling you, leaders of the youth club, introduce some fitness. Well, you have fitness in the program? Alright, they will introduce it. Since I recommended it, and they want you all to be emancipated, they're going to introduce some fitness classes so you could be the best you. Yeah, see, this father here is already emancipated. This young boy, wait on him, right? Antonio is already emancipated. Alright? Alright, so let me just summarize in terms of a perspective on emancipation. Right? I'm going to read something. It reads as follows. History has taught us that emancipation is not distinctly national or racial. I was just explaining that. But it's a continuing process that involves all men and women of conscience, and I also say children. Because do not underestimate yourself as a child. Many children have led movements in the world. Right? For example, in 1976 in South Africa, children your age led serious protest movements in Soweto that played a big part in highlighting how bad the apartheid system was in South Africa. South Africa before 1994 was a kind of modern slavery, that the black majority were slaves in their own country. They had laws, they couldn't have entered certain parts of South Africa without having a pass. And children your ages in Soweto, the 1976 uprising, you can Google it and you'll get some information, inspired and led that movement that highlighted, right? So you as a child could be an emancipator. So do not believe that you cannot do a lot as a child, right? So that's an example, you can look at it, Google it and get the information. When we commemorate emancipation, we are not just celebrating a victory over man's inhumanity to man, but we are also giving meaning to life itself. And this statement was made by Makanda Dada, now deceased, who was a former political leader of NJA. Alright? So this statement tells you that emancipation concerns everyone. I'm going to mention something else to you that you might not have heard before. Alright? Do not take what I'm telling you, but do your own research. Alright? In 2011, I visited the uncle of mine in California, in the United States. And I visited something called the California Academy of Science. It's an international museum with all different types of exhibits, etc. And they had a big statement on one of the plaques. We are all Africans. Do you think that statement, what comes to your mind with it? If you saw a statement like that? We are all Africans. In a public space, a big international institution. What comes to mind? Anybody? Somebody big ones. Glasses lady, you look very attentive. A statement like that, if you saw that, what will come to your mind? What that means to you? Eh? Alright. I respect your view. According to her, they're mad. Let me hear you. We are all black. We are all black. Good. Let me hear you. We are all? Right. You know, I like that statement. Because the point I was coming to is to make that point that she just said. We are all united. Now, they have found various fossil findings in Africa over different periods of time. Alright? And they have done a lot of scientific investigations of the fossils through molecular biology and paleoanthropology. Alright? So they have placed the findings together with the scientific investigations, and they have concluded, just as they had in the California Academy of Science, that we are all Africans, that the original man dates back to some of these fossil findings found in Africa millions of years ago. What they said is that the original persons moved out, they were migratory, went into other regions, and their physical characteristics adjusted to the climatic conditions. Alright? So when this young lady said we are all united, when they did the scientific test, all genetic groups are linked together. So when people are when people are promoting racism, they do not even know the true history of the original man. So when you're fighting another person who looks different to you, don't do that, because you're connected. You're fighting yourself. The genetic and the scientific conclusions have indicated that. In 1986, National Geographic reported about a finding in Ethiopia about 4 million years ago of a 12-year-old skeleton remain of an African girl called Lucy. And and they reported it on National Geographic. And there were many other findings when they appeared, when they did the scientific investigation, when they made a conclusion. And that's the reason why. Now, let me make this statement too. This statement is not to promote one group as better than the other. Get me right. If you were thinking as an emancipator, it's not to feel less than anyone. It's to feel just as good and equal to anyone, not better or lesser. So once you're talking about emancipation, in other words, feeling better or lesser, right? You are as equal and good as anyone else, right? So the point I'm making to you, this is another point to show you how emancipation is connected to everyone. As the young lady said, we are all united. So they were not mad to put the statement, they had the facts. That's why they could have put it in a public space. Now many people don't know that at all. You follow? This is not to promote racism or to promote any group being better than the other. But it's important to look at it, do your own research, and some other time when we meet, tell me what you came up with. So all groups are linked. No group is better than the other. What they have done, they have promoted in the word divide and rule. Divide and rule. Alright, so in Trinidad, they try to divide Indians, Africans, and everybody else. So they say, some people say Indians not black. Indians not black? Right, some of you confused.
Yeah.
Indians black too.
All of them.
Right? But they promote these divisions. You follow where I'm coming from? They promote these divisions and people buy into it. You follow? If you were the first of the world, why must you feel less than anybody else? Alright? If your skin dark and you ain't like that, you're vexed to go there. If you believe in the master and he give you a dark skin, you're vexed with that? Why people trying to get black? You're coming and lie down in the sun whole day in the Caribbean. Alright? They're trying to look Caucasian women, trying to look like African women. They're doing things to enlarge your bottom, your breast. Right? You understand what I'm saying?
No, it's true, it's true.
It's something jokey, but you have to understand yourself and appreciate yourself.
Yeah.
You're not lesser than anyone, you're not better than anyone. And if you know some of these facts, you will never be lacking in confidence. You follow? You will never be lacking in confidence. Alright? Alright. I like it. I see you absorbing the message. I'm going to give you a next piece of thing here that you might not have heard about before. I want you to listen to this carefully. I'm going to read to you here. When doctors qualify, they take something called the Hippocratic Oath. Anybody know about that? Right. Once you qualify as a medical doctor, there's an oath where you have to swear to Hippocrates, who was a Greek involved in medicine, but he is promoted as the father of medicine. Now, I teach psychology at the University of the Southern Caribbean. I teach a course called History and Systems of Psychology. The book is called An Introduction to the History of Psychology. And here's a statement they made in the book. Now, if you can't think it through, you won't even realize what they're trying to do. They say Hippocrates is the father of medicine, not at the beginning, but as a culmination. What does that mean to you? He's the father of medicine, but not at the beginning, as a culmination. Now, a lot of authors are very deceitful and dishonest, and if you can't read what is happening, they will tie you up. They don't want to admit the true facts about it. The very Greeks went to school in Egypt and studied medicine. Hippocrates. Long before Hippocrates was born, there was an African pharaoh by the name of Imhotep. Alright? Imhotep was referred to as he was a doctor, he was a philosopher, he was a poet, engineer, architect, divine healer, and he was also called the first Christ. I mean, you may say, well, man, this is this. First Christ? Listen to a statement that Imhotep stated long before Jesus the Christ was born. Turn thy face towards me, Lord Imhotep. It is thou who dost work miracles and who are beneficent in all thy deeds. This was a prayer written on the face of the Serapeum